getting into every single one of these situations because I'm struggling to sort of keep track, and too many people just in general. Just the number of people is just there's too many.
It's ridiculous. There's 4 different women that I can see, like Bond girls, Moneypenny, the blonde one from the last film, short-haired black woman who's like his rival 00 agent, and then there's the sort of South American woman who I think is on his team by the looks of the trailer. But like, obviously they're all fit, they're all Bond girls, and they're all playing what looks like a large part in the film. So it's like, I mean, it feels like they're over-egging the pudding a little bit. And there's 2 villains as well, right? Because there's Blofeld is in there.
Yeah, but it looks like they're gonna have to join forces to fight this new bad guy.
Yeah. Who's what's his name? Rami Malek, Freddie Mercury. So yeah, it looks amazing, and I'm super excited, and I mind completely open. But it feels like they've done too much from the trailer. Okay,
I can see where you're coming from. I do agree, but for me, it's brought a little bit of life back into it for me, because it's been so moody and just lame and
it's been very
emotional and serious over the last couple of films. It's nice for me, at least, to see this trailer of like, oh, okay, cool. He's going to be shooting lots of people, and like he's
making jokes,
and he's going to be swinging from ropes, and he's going to be using the car, and yeah, and it looks like a Bond, more like a Bond film that I envisage.
This is right up your Pierce Brosnan lined alley, isn't it?
100%, exactly right. Now you're right. There are too many people. I'm going to give you the perfect sort of equation for a good Bond film.
Okay.
See whether you agree with me.
E equals MC Bond.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. So this is the Pythagoras of Bond. You got Bond.
Yep.
You've got... This is just the people in the trailer. Okay. So heavily featured Bond. Bond girl.
Yep.
Villain.
Yep.
Henchman.
Yep.
Baddie. Baddie girl, possibly, as the henchman.
Oh, yeah. Like GoldenEye.
So you don't need to know who's maybe the good or bad girl.
Yep. True.
There could be 2 girls, but one of them is the henchman, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just a standard obvious henchman.
Yeah, like someone of a very specific nationality, like Oddjob or Stamper, or like
yeah, exactly right. Yeah, well, they've got like gratuitous scars all over their face, or just something just makes them stand out, real obvious. But they'll be the good. They'll like pretend that they're a nice guy at the beginning of the film when they first meet, and then. Other than that, you'll have just flashing shots of M, Q, Moneypenny. Just to
let you know that they're there. We're all safe. Those characters are there. Exactly. You will enjoy seeing them. Yeah.
Other than that, you don't need anything else.
That's it.
A couple of explosions, a couple of guns.
A little bit of a car. You want to know that he's doing some driving. Yeah.
Guns, car, watch.
Yep.
Nice. And I think if you could just fit all that in, you've got a Bond film made.
Yeah.
The setting and the storyline can be very interesting within those parameters.
Yeah, big time. Well,
that's what
endless.
I think. Sure, endless.
Almost.
Right. So this is what always been my issue with the newer films, is they're breaking away from these set parameters that we've had for so long, and they're just doing their own things. And they're not Bond films anymore. They're spy films that are very different. Could be good films in their own right, which I'm not saying they're necessarily bad, but they aren't Bond films, which has been my issue with the last couple: Skyfall, Spectre,
Quantum.
I feel like that was a Bond film, it just wasn't a particularly good one.
Right. Okay.
I felt like it did fit the mold.
The formula just wasn't
particularly good. Skyfall and Spectre are the 2 that sort of really let me down. Yeah. Personally. And seeing this trailer, I'm stoked, man.
Sweet.
I'm really stoked.
In complete agreement with what you're saying, and another example of that is when they, I guess, rebooted the series with Daniel Craig, and they didn't start with the walking on, gunshot, blood dribbles down, that thing. That really upset me.
Yeah.
And they also did it I know they did a similar sort of thing, because he just had a fight in a bathroom, hadn't he? And then he shot the camera. So I was like... But that's not right. Yeah. Don't funny about it. It's not broke.
Exactly.
It doesn't need fixing.
They know everyone loves that.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, don't try and be new. Don't try and be different. Give us exactly the same thing that we've had a million times before. Like AC/DC.
Yeah.
I don't want a ballad. I want DC.
Yeah.
and that's what they give you every single time.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly right. And yeah, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. I will say that in the trailer, there is that scene where he shoots down he's in like an underground... This might not be this trailer or a different trailer, but there's a scene where he's sort of dishevelled. He's obviously chasing after someone, and he's underground in like a tunnel. So it's already perfectly circular.
Yes.
And he just quickly does a shot, like an intro, but it's in the middle of the film, obviously.
That's going to be it, isn't it?
Which, I don't know. I mean, I'd be okay with that, but...
No.
No? It has to be at the front. Unless that's the opening scene.
It has to be the very top, and he has to be in a dinner jacket. It's got to be completely random.
Yeah. You're right.
Completely random.
You're right. Okay.
I don't like the fact that it's connected to the, Nah.
That's the difference. He does that before the
me.
as you walk out.
If I had my way, he'd still be wearing a hat like Sean Connery. In fact, I will admit my inaccuracies on this one example. The very first one, does he do it? Because I think it starts with...
Dr. No?
Yeah, because I think it starts with the music. It's like, it starts with the song, the Caribbean song, the Three Blind Mice song.
Ooh, you know what? It might just come in straight with them, yeah.
We're going to have to report back on that one.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling like maybe the first one doesn't do it.
Like, I remember reading that in the book.
Yeah.
These three blind guys. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why is that their cover story? That they're these three blind guys, and he goes into such detail about what they look like and how they're blind, and nobody's paying them attention because they're just the three blind guys that everyone knows, and then they turn out to be these.
But they're in the wrong part of town,
yeah,
aren't they? Because they're like clearly beggars, but then they're walking up at the like country club, and that's where they get the Strangways.
You got it.
Our man in Jamaica.
Real quick tangent.
Yep.
Because this is a Felix Leiter tangent, actually.
Oh, great.
He can also be flashed in the trailer as well. But I don't know what they're doing with him. Like, he's such a non-character. Like, in the old films, he would be part of the story, or he'd, like, help Bond. He'd help get Bond out of a tricky situation, or he'd like, in the middle of a mission, he'd drop him off something, or he'd do something. Whereas now, he just seems to be this guy that just introduces him to someone more important.
Yeah. Like a plot. Yeah, use him in the plot, just to
hi, I'm Felix, I'm the CIA guy. Here's someone who's more important, and I won't be in the film anymore. And then that's what happens. Or I don't know. It's just I don't know. Anyway, that seems to be what they're doing with him. But he's in a new Batman film.
The actor,
yes,
or the character. Felix Leiter.
Felix Leiter, yeah.
Hi, Felix Leiter. Yeah. Anybody seen Bond around here?
Yeah, turns out they're in the same universe.
Nice.
What's his name?
Okay, sweet.
Have you seen the trailer for it?
I haven't, no. I do like that guy, though. I think he's a good actor.
Jeffrey Wright.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, the last Batman iteration with... I didn't actually watch it. Batman vs. Superman and all that stuff. Who do you have in?
Your man from...
Your man.
Yeah.
Franks.
What's his name? We are terrible at this.
Yeah, it's not Matt Damon. It's his mate.
His mate, his Boston mate. Yeah, he's in Argo as well. Yeah. We'll come back to it. You all know who we mean.
Anyway, his Batman flunked. Nobody liked him.
Yeah,
nobody liked the film. There's a new one with Pattinson, Twilight.
Oh
man,
Robert Pattinson.
Pattinson.
That's it.
And it's like
interesting,
very moody looking. Trying to go back to the Dark Knight vibes, I think.
Can you get any moodier than that? That's as moody as you can possibly get.
Well,
surely.
They had a very slow Nirvana song in the trailer, so it's pretty moody.
Oh Jesus! Oh golly!
Yeah, they've done that. I didn't think they did that anymore in trailers, where they just take a song and slow it right down, and like, you know, popular songs that should be fast,
right?
And then just make it really sad and moody. But anyway, it was actually pretty good. It's what's it called? Polly.
I'm actually. I'm not a fan of Nirvana. I don't know very much, but what I've heard, I do not like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Smells like Teen Spirit, though, right?
Did no get an agenda. Yeah. Did no get a greatest hits. Definitely didn't like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? Oh no.
I mean, just too grungy for me.
Too grungy.
I mean, just grunge in general. Yeah, not my bag.
Okay.
But that's fair enough.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you for it. No, that's fine. Mate, wow. Okay. Interesting. I love Nirvana with a passion. Like, I used to listen to them.
I think I just had a Happy childhood.
Yeah, you're right. It was the angst coming out of me. That's it. Yeah,
I like the Beach Boys. What 9-year-old listens to the Beach Boys?
The Beatles, the Beach Boys.
I'm just like, I'm getting bugged driving up and down the same old street, like, sitting in the back of the car.
Just that.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, that's good. I mean, like, arguably better in almost every way, but I don't know. Nirvana's just got a sweet spot. Yeah. Anyway, plus Dave Grohl is involved, so anything he's involved with,
I'll give him his dues. Yeah, he's good.
He's great. Definitely check the trailer out. I'm excited for this one. I normally don't care that much about superhero films, really, but this one looks pretty decent.
I do like Pattinson as well. I think he's good.
Yeah, I thought he'd be rubbish, but
I think he's sort of grown up a bit. Yeah, he's not like the Twilight dude anymore. He's like an actor. Since he did that Fisherman film, see that?
Oh no,
I can't remember what it's called.
He's a fisherman.
I'll come back to you. There's a lighthouse on the thing, and he's got like a big thick white turtleneck.
Yeah, he's got a mate who's got a really big beard.
Yeah, I think he's got a moustache in it as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen the advert for it, and I thought, great tash.
You know what? As you were talking about dark superhero films, I immediately thought about The Joker, the recent film about obviously the Joker from the Batman stories.
Yeah,
with Joaquin Phoenix, and there's a scene in that where he's walking down a staircase outside, and the soundtrack at that moment is the Gary Glitter song. Is it called Hey? Yeah. The Hey song? Or Hey Hey? Da-na-na-na, hey. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, hey.
Yeah.
You know. And it made me think of a question.
I think I know exactly what this question is.
Is it okay to play / enjoy the songs of people who have done horrible things?
Dude, I was going to ask you this exact same thing, because it's me and some of my friends from school were hanging out a few weeks ago, and we had this exact same discussion because George put it on.
So you've got one in the chamber.
Yeah, exactly right, exactly right. My mate put it on, and he's playing it. He's like, "Oh, do you like this song?" And he's going around, "Oh, do you like this song, Greg? Yeah, like it." Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good."
And did you know who it was?
No, I didn't know off the top of my head, and I was like, "Oh, I mean, yeah, there's no." Just singing going to start any time, or is it just going to be this guitar riff the entire?
Is it just the one lyric?
Yeah.
Then just the word "hey."
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, you like it though, yeah?" I was like, "Yeah." It was Gary Glitter, so he just looked at me like that. So anyway, we had this discussion. He likes the song, and it's decent.
It's a killer. It's such a good take.
It is good. I'm being reserved here, okay? Yeah. But yeah, we had this discussion. I feel that if you already knew the music and the artist, and you enjoyed it before it came out, that they were
they'd done something
unsavoury,
bad,
then I think you should have a pass to continue enjoying it.
Okay.
Whereas I feel like, personally for me, going into a new song, knowing what I know about Gary Glitter or whoever, then it's going to tar my listening experience. It's going to have to be a very good song to break away that,
It's just going to have a serious beat for me to get on board
100%,
with this.
Yeah, because I think music's a lot more sort of the surroundings of the song that apply to it. So, for example, if someone that you really respect and think has got great musical taste suggests a song to you, you're going to go into it with an open mind and really want to like the song. And it's going to have to be a really crap song or a song you really don't like for you not to like it.
Right.
Whereas if someone that you have zero respect for and think has no idea what they know about what they're talking about with music, and they suggest the same song, you're not going to go into it with the same mindset. And I think that does change the way you listen to it. I don't think music is purely what you're listening to. There are other things that factor into it. So I think, for me, if I knew that this person was a paedophile or whatever, going into the song, it's less likely I'm going to enjoy it.
Right. So if I said to you, have you heard this new so-and-so track? And you're like, no, never heard it. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's a banger, but turns out he's a convicted terrorist, or or a paedophile, something bad. Would you listen? A, would you listen to it? And B, I guess you've already answered it. I guess you'd yeah.
I probably would, but there's
think
going to
it-
be some